It's week 8 and the Falcons are back at home taking on a team looking for their second win. Find out who coming up next.
Welcome to Atlanta where the Falcons play, and we coming for that dub like every day. Big beats hit streets, see gangsters roaming, and parties don't stop till 8 in the morning.
I said welcome to Atlanta where the Falcons play, and we going for that dub like every day. Big beats hit the streets, see gangsters roaming, and parties don't stop till 8 in the morning.
What's good, YouTube? Down Falcons in here with your week 8 game preview. Hope you guys enjoy. Before we get started, be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Now let's get started. So the 3-3 Atlanta Falcons are hosting the 1-6 Miami Dolphins in what becomes the battle of the left-handed quarterbacks. As both Dolphins quarterback Tua Tagovailoa and Falcons quarterback Michael Penix Jr. are both left-handed. This should be a fun matchup, but as always, let's look at both teams. Looking at Atlanta, they are coming off a 20-10 loss to the San Francisco 49ers. Michael Penix Jr. did his best against a tough 49ers defense. Even without Fred Warner and Nick Bosa, they still brought pressure to Penix. He finished 21-38 for 241 yards and a touchdown. The good thing is he did not turn the ball over. But aside from that and B. John's touchdown, there wasn't much of the Falcons' offense. Defensively, they held Mac Jones to under 200 passing yards, sacked him once, and picked him off once. But they could not stop Christian McCaffrey. Hopefully that changes this week. And looking at Miami, and oh brother, they are bad. Losing 31-6 to the Cleveland Browns. Tua Tagovailoa was 12-23 for only 100 passing yards and a staggering 3 interceptions. There was nothing good about this game. It was so bad that they had to bring the backup Quinn Ewers in the game. That's how bad the Dolphins were. There wasn't much of anything to see for them on offense. They got 2 sacks on defense, but other than that, nothing. Just nothing. Now before we dive into the matchup, let's check out the injury report heading into week 8, because both teams are dealing with some key names on the list. Starting with Atlanta, they are banged up across the board. Cordero Hodge, Jordan Fuller, and Storm Norton were all full participants. That's some good news there. But a few important pieces were limited. This includes Michael Penix Jr. with his knee injury, Tal Aljo with a hip and knee injury, Jake Metcalf with an ankle injury, Zach Harrison with a knee injury. These all show up on the reports as limited. It doesn't mean they're out of the game. It just means they are limited. We also have Darnell Mooney, who continues to battle that hamstring, and Leonard Floyd just had a rest day. But the biggest concern? 2 rookies, Billy Bowman Jr. and Jalen Walker. And also standout defensive player, Divine Diablo. Neither of these 3 players participated. Bowman's hamstring and Walker's groin kept him out again, and Diablo's former injury looks like it might sideline him this week again. That's 3 defensive players you would like to have against this Miami offense. A weak Miami offense at that. Speaking of Miami, they are dealing with a few itches of their own. Tua Tagovailoa had the injury on his left thumb. Jalen Waddle has a hamstring injury, so he had to rest. They were both limited earlier in the week, but they practiced fully Thursday. So that's a sigh of relief for Miami. We also have tight end Julian Hill with an ankle injury, and safety Elijah Campbell with a quad. They are both limited. Cornerback Jason Marshall Jr. also had a hamstring injury, and he is banged up. But the good news for them, Jordan Phillip, Aaron Brewer, and Dante Trader Jr. all practice fully. Additionally, we will be seeing 2 familiar faces. One, we have Mike McDaniel, who was on the Falcons coaching squad in 2016. And another one, former Falcon linebacker who played for us last season, Matthew Judon. And you guys remember how I used to dog walk this guy when he was playing for us. But with that said, heading into Sunday, the Falcons are still monitoring a few offensive starters and multiple defensive contributors. While Miami looks a lot healthier, those Waldo stats can still impact their passing attack. If you're not 100%, we have to stay consistent. So with that out of the way, let's look at my 3 things to watch and keys to win. Number 1, Michael Penix Jr.'s health and poise. All eyes are on Penix as he battles through that sore knee. How well does he move in the pocket and handle the Miami offense? That will tell the story of Michael Penix Jr. If he can stay composed, get the ball out quick, avoid turnovers, and just get into the red zone and score touchdowns, this Falcons offense can finally find some rhythm again. Number 2, Bijan Robinson setting the tone. He needs to be the heartbeat of this offense. Against a very weak Dolphins defense, there's no reason why Bijan Robinson should not have over 100 yards rushing, let alone over 150, 180 all-purpose yards. Establishing a run early will open up play action and take pressure off Penix. A big day from Bijan, as I said, could completely change the flow of the game. And then lastly, the Falcons defense are struggling to attack Vailoa. Tua has not been great at all this season. There's no reason why he should have a breakout game looking like Tom Brady or Patrick Mahomes against this Falcons defense. We have to capitalize. The front seven has to bring pressure, collapse the pocket, force Tua into those risky throws he's been making lately, get him to the ground, sack him. If the Falcons get a couple of takeaways and several sacks, this game will tilt in their favor. And now for my keys to victory. Number 1, you have to pressure and punish Tua. I just said it. The formula is so simple. Get into his face. Blitzes, stunts, stimulated pressure, sacks. Make him uncomfortable. He's been turning the ball over under duress. So if the D-line shows up, we have a chance to win. Number 2, control the clock with the ground game. Run it early, run it often. Keep Tua and the Dolphins offense on the sideline. Control the tempo and wear down Miami's front. A steady diet of Bijan and Algier keeps the defense honest and sets up play action shots when the Dolphins least expect it. And number 3, you have to execute in the red zone. The Falcons have to finish drives. Stop settling for field goals. Against a wounded Miami team, touchdowns early can break their sprint. Red zone efficiency is vital, and it could be the deciding factor between a statement win and another what-if game. Now for the hot take of the game. On offense, Penix has a good bounce back game with over 250 passing yards, 3 touchdowns, and no interceptions. And then defensively, it's over 3.5 sacks on Tua and 2 interceptions. Now to recap. The Falcons are coming off a tough loss to the 49ers and now look to bounce back at home in Week 8 against a Miami Dolphins team that has been sliding and has not been good even after losing Tyreek Hill. Sure, they won that game, but other than that, they have not been good. With Tua struggling to find consistency and Miami's offense missing its trademark explosiveness, this is the prime opportunity to Atlanta to just get back on track and win. Penix continues to battle through a sore knee, and the Falcons will need a strong showing from Bijan Robinson and the defense to control the tempo and take advantage of a vulnerable Dolphin squad. Both teams have injuries and are desperate for momentum, making this a critical mid-season matchup. In my prediction video, I had this as a win. And I'm going to stick with that. There's no reason, absolutely zero reason, why the Falcons should lose to the Dolphins. If the Falcons find a way to lose to the Dolphins, expect to hear a lot of firings. I have the Falcons winning this one, 30-15. But what says you? What are your keys to win and things to watch? Drop it in the comments below. Thank you guys for watching. This is Down with Falcons fan signing out. Until next time, peace.